Our next speaker is a South African public speaker, business analyst, and the author of a practical guide to preparing and presenting memorable speeches, a self-help book published in June 2024. He holds BCom Law and LLB degrees, in brackets, UNISA, and a postgraduate certificate in business analysis from Rhodes University. He has worked for 4 of South Africa's biggest banks as a business analyst. In 2021, he became a Distinguished Toastmaster 2021, the highest honor a Toastmaster can receive. He has delivered over 100 speeches to audiences around the world. When he is not speaking, he enjoys running marathons and spending time with his wife and daughter. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bonnie Matlala with his presentation, Great Things Take Time to Achieve.
If you are going to forget everything I'm going to say today, at least remember one thing. Rejection is redirection. You see, my journey started when I was 8 years. That's when I started public speaking. I spoke mostly at church, and I enjoyed myself. And as I was doing public speaking, after graduating at university, I decided I am tired of speaking to people who share the same belief with me. I wanted a difficult audience, so I joined Toastmasters International. Started going around the world, giving speeches and presentations, and I loved it. Around COVID time, I had an opportunity to speak to audiences around the world, and wherever I went, people suggested, why don't you monetize this thing? Why don't you get into the business of public speaking? After much persuasion, I decided, why not? And there I was on my laptop, on Google, searching for agencies, and they came up. I thought, who will I choose? Speakers firm? Well, I don't know. But I started sending emails to those guys. Guys, I've got a BCom Law, I've got all of these things. I want you to sell my services to companies. I thought, oh, I'll need to have a professional photo. Well, no problem. Went to Randburg Studios. There I was, looking like a professional speaker. All I could do was to wait for the guys to come back and say, hey, we've got a company that wants your services. I was excited. And I thought to myself, what else? Well, I need to charge these guys. Well, 10,000 rands is quite decent compared to what people charge for a keynote that will last for an hour. This is 3 times lesser than what the market is asking for. I felt like I deserved this amount of money. 2 degrees, work for the biggest banks in the country. Why not? Damn right, I had the audacity. And these guys did not respond. And I thought, okay, easy. I'll look for the guys who are making it in the business, and I'll send them direct messages, mentor me. But well, I just want to use their networks and leverage. Guess what? They did not respond. What? I've got 2 degrees, I've worked for the biggest bank, you gotta be kidding me. Why are these guys not responding? I was devastated, drowning in disappointment, having a pity party. Why is the world doing this to me? I deserve to be there. But when I decided to wake up from self-entitlement, and I decided to write a book called Speeches and Presentation, a practical guide. I gave everything into this book, blood, sweat, and tears, proper research, excited about this book. Well, guess what? As ChatGPT started coming up, will people still want this book? Devastated. I've got 2 degrees. I deserve 10,000 rands. I gotta be there. I even look better than some of these guys who are making the business. Some of them don't look this good. Well, I decided I'm going to write it. I decided to continue. And on the 5th of October, I launched my book at DC Coffee. 75 people showed up. There I was wearing a blue suit, giving a speech. And everything felt like the universe was aligning. And my parents looking on, saying, wow. A picture that I'll cherish for years, seeing my parents leaving to see their child launching their book in 4 ways, not in Soweto. Story for another day. And as they looked on, the gentleman here after the speech, people queued to have my signature, actually the signature of the author. Who's that author? Me, the guy who was rejected. There's a CEO of Digiterra, a software company. And I asked him, how come you queued? 40 people bought the books. You queued just to have my signature. And guess what? Ticket sales were sitting at 51 tickets sold. Decent amount of 6.5 or 6,450 rands. 24 tickets were sold at the door. And if I needed anything to feel that the world does not owe me anything, I can make it on my own, it was that day, because the amount was just above 11,000, more than what I was asking for. And there's my sister facilitating the book sales. And the guys who did not get a chance to buy their books, their tickets, they were buying at the door with a colleague. And of course, my beautiful wife looking on, saying, go get the baby! That's my husband! Looking on as I do this magic. And ladies and gentlemen, I felt that I had broken free from the chains of believing and asking the wrong question. Who's going to let me? The question I needed to ask was, who's going to stop me? Will agencies stop me if they don't sell my services? Will rejection stop me? In fact, I came out a winner because had agencies accepted me, I would not have known what it takes to launch a book, to publish a book, to cut deals with bookshops. And the rejection was like a bitter medicine that the patient needed so much. Sometimes we have to deal with rejection for us to understand how better we can be. And one person who attended the event, Pusetso, penned down a very humbling email saying that, thank you for writing this book. I cannot wait for the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, rejection is redirection. Great things take time to achieve.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Matala. The one speaker spoke about loving yourself. This man loves himself. He made sure he brought it on stage. The other speaker was not just saying it. It is good. Yo,